Friday. We made it. Thanks so much for joining us for Wake Up Charlotte to go. I'm Carolyn Bruck. Let's send it over to Larry Sprinkle for a check of the chilly forecast. Larry.
Without a doubt, chilly start, but a great view of Rock Hill. It is a clear sky morning across the entire region. Our low temperatures this morning dropped to 32 degrees at Rock Hill. Freezing mark here in Charlotte, 32 at Concord. 27 at Boone was the low temperature. It was 30 over at Wadesworth. So it definitely was a chilly start to the day, but a nice day shaping up. 10 a.m. with the low 50s. Right around lunchtime, if you're outside, it'll be in the low 60s. We'll be in the mid 60s this afternoon for high temperatures. Even warmer weather tomorrow. Upper 60s, maybe 70 degrees tomorrow. Mid 60s again on Sunday and Monday. So we'll get 4 days of perfect weather before cool air strikes and some rain on Wednesday, but it looks like next Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, should be okay. A little bit of sunshine with temperatures in the low to mid 60s, and that is your first one forecast, Carolyn.
Larry, thanks so much. Now to some top stories of the day in your morning rush. Right now, health experts asking you to rethink those Thanksgiving plans. The CDC pleading with Americans to not travel for the holiday. Now, despite the warning, millions of people are still planning to travel. That is why several new testing sites are opening up all across our area this weekend.
Happy Friday. I'm Billie Jean Shaw in University. So if you plan on joining your family for Thanksgiving, you want to make sure you get tested before you go around your loved ones. One of the places you can get tested is at the Target on University City Boulevard right here in Mecklenburg County. Other places include the Health Department on Beatties Ford Road. They're extending their hours from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And there are a couple of StarMed locations throughout Charlotte that are offering free testing as well. All of these places are a part of the state's 120 free testing sites that they have established this weekend just in enough time for Thanksgiving. But go ahead and get that done now. It's going to take about 2 to 3 days for you to get your results back.
Bojangles Coliseum pushing back the start of its pre-Thanksgiving coronavirus testing because we're told of a delay in getting supplies. So it will now offer drive-through testing starting on Monday instead of today. So it's Monday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. By the way, you can find a full list of all testing sites inside the WCNC app.
I'm Alice Barr in Washington. President-elect Biden and President Trump are both holding meetings today with very different missions. The president-elect hosting Democratic congressional leaders to talk COVID relief, while President Trump has invited the Republican legislative leaders from Michigan to the White House as he and his campaign are continuing to try to overturn the election results in that state where Biden leads by 150,000 votes.
Charlotte Rescue Mission is asking for your help to make sure that local families in need have a Thanksgiving meal. They're asking for donated turkeys to feed 16,000 people. Now, instead of having a sit-down meal this year, they're going to be packaged up and then delivered to families. The mission needs about 700 more turkeys, all by Saturday, tomorrow. So if you can donate and you have it in your heart, please do so. Well, it is time to connect the dots when we make the news make sense. The Carolinas ramping up coronavirus testing, as we've mentioned, ahead of the holidays. But soon, instead of what can sometimes be an uncomfortable nasal swab, finding out if you have COVID could be as simple as blowing through a straw. Breathalyzers could soon detect more than just alcohol. They could tell you if you have COVID-19. Let's connect the dots. Researchers teamed up with an artificial intelligence company to create the device. You use a disposable straw to blow into a tube, and then the results are sent straight to your phone in less than a minute. It uses artificial intelligence to examine the breath for traces of coronavirus. Between tests, the copper tube is superheated, so the next person's results are not contaminated. To see if this actually works, 5 devices are being installed on Texas A&M's campus. The breathalyzer results will be compared to results of nasal swab tests to help determine the accuracy and fine-tune the testing. The idea is that they can eventually be set up outside places used for large groups. Think concerts, sporting events, and churches. The FDA is still evaluating the breathalyzer for widespread public use, but if approved, it could be a welcome change to those sometimes intrusive nasal swabs. And that's connecting the dots.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, guys. Model Olivia Culpo, she's also a fashion designer, former Miss Universe, philanthropist, and the girlfriend to Christian McCaffrey. She's getting really candid on her social media today, announcing that yesterday at Atrium Health, she underwent a surgery for endometriosis, a disease that she suffers from. She went in great detail about it over on her Instagram page, wanting others that suffer from this to know that they're alone. She stands with them. It's oftentimes a very painful disorder. disorder, and she wants to spread awareness around it. Atrium Health, where she had her surgery, wishing her a speedy recovery, as well as a post from the doctor that performed the surgery. If you're not familiar with what endometriosis is, from the Mayo Clinic, it's when tissue similar to the tissue that normally lines the inside of a uterus grows outside of it. It is a chronic condition, impacts more than 10% of women around the world. That's around 176 million women who likely have painful periods, cysts, and trouble with fertility. And then get this, according to an advocacy group, there are less than 200 doctors around the world that specialize in this disease. So awareness is crucial. And I think it is so powerful that someone like Olivia will use her platform and her own struggles to let other people know that they're not alone in this, that she too suffers from endometriosis. And that you'll hopefully get through it together. But I will say, over on the doctor's page, they have a whole bunch of comments already from women that may come to Charlotte to see her to get help as well with what they're suffering from.
Rachel, thanks so much. It's important to get awareness out there about that because it is rather common for so many women. Now to some stories to keep you and your family safe and sound today. Want to find out if your crush is worth keeping around? Take them grocery shopping. The shopping cart theory blowing up online right now. It says the easiest way to tell if someone is a good person is to see if they return the shopping cart after using it. If they leave it to drift into parking spots or they just push it along somewhere, you may want to consider dumping them. Listen, I think this is I always say there are two people in life, ones who return the cart and ones who do not. And I think we should all be the kind who returns the cart. Let's just consider it that way. Speaking, let's talk about the holidays. This is always a hot debate. When is the right time to put up your decorations? Well, I think the right time is whenever you want to, but according to a new survey, a majority of us will have our holiday decorations up before December 1st. The most popular time to decorate is between Black Friday and December 1st, so it's the weekend after Thanksgiving. I asked on Twitter, have you already started decking the halls? And you know what? The majority of you are saying yes, it is that right after Thanksgiving time, but some of you are saying that they're already up. And you're showing them to me, which I love. So keep on sending those pictures of the decorations because, listen, we could all use more joy in our lives right now. Ain't that right? Have a great weekend and make sure you watch us every single morning starting at 4:30 a.m. on Wake Up Charlotte.